Gift Biz Unwrapped, episode number 3.
Hi, this is John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire, and you're listening to Gift Biz Unwrapped, and now it's time to light it up.
Welcome to Gift Biz Unwrapped, your source for industry-specific insights and advice to develop and grow your business. And now, here's your host, Sue Monheit.
Hi, I'm Sue Monheit, and welcome to the Gift Biz Unwrapped podcast. Whether you own a brick-and-mortar store, sell online, or are just getting started, you'll discover new insight to gain traction and grow your business. Today, I am thrilled to introduce Claudia Johnson. In 1993, she founded her unique gift company, Exclamation Gifts, with, believe it or not, a $200 unemployment check and a dream. Her business has evolved into a thriving gift and gift basket company offering an entire host of innovative and custom gift baskets, specialty items, and themed gift solutions for all occasions. In 2001, she purchased her 5,000 square foot building, which features an inspiring showroom, gourmet pantry, offices, production facilities, shipping department, and a photography studio. I wanted to bring Claudia on today because she has so many fabulous distinctions within the gift industry. Her accomplishments include guest gift designer for Nordstrom, in-house gift basket instructor at JCPenney Corporate Center in Plano, Texas, and she was also voted first place winner for San Diego's Best Gift Shop. She has been featured in international trade magazines, on television, and has been a guest speaker at the national level for both trade shows and conventions. Claudia's take on her success? It's achieved one client and one gift at a time. Welcome, Claudia. How are you doing this morning?
Hi, Sue. I'm excited to be part of your show and doing great. Thank you so much.
I've given everybody just a little overview, actually a pretty in-depth overview. Would you care to add anything else that our listeners should know?
I would say everybody, whatever they decide to do it with passion, because that's what I've done along the way, too, has just been very passionate about all the different things that we've done, and it's really been a great journey. So that's just add the passion.
Add the passion. Well, we're going to get into some of these stories in specific, Claudia, but before we do, our listeners know that we like to align this conversation with the life of an inspirational candle. Shall we light it up?
I'm ready to light it. Let's
Yay!
get the torch going. How's that?
All right. Perfect. The first thing you need to do is let us know what your inspirational candle looks like. What color is your candle?
My candle would be a shimmering gold.
And why gold?
I love the richness of that color, and I love the way it sparkles and shimmers with light and sun. I think everything gold is classy and rich, and I love that.
And what quote then would be on this candle?
Well, it's sort of ironic that my quote that I live my life by is the golden rule. And I just really believe in the golden rule, which comes from the Bible, which I love, and it comes from Matthew 7:12. For those that don't know it, it is, so in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. And I really do try and live my personal and business life by the golden rule. That would be my color and my quote.
And that certainly has brought you success, that's for sure.
Yes.
Let's take this now way back to the beginning, Claudia, when you were first thinking you had that $200 unemployment check and you were deciding what you were going to do with it. What sparked inside you to start the business that you have today?
Well, it really is a truly, truly crazy story. I never really, truly imagined having my own company. I did not have a business plan. I just had that $200, and it was a Saturday afternoon. My mom and I spent the day together, and I was taking her back to my parents' home where I grew up, and there was a florist by their home that was going out of business. Because it was in the early 90s when the real estate recession had hit, and a lot of companies were really struggling to stay in business. So they had a big sign out front of their floral shop, and it said, going out of business, 50% off sale. And I said to my mom, I've never been into that florist. Let's go check it out and see what they have for sale. And so we walked into the florist, And I walked to the left, my mom walked to the right, and I walked right upon an entire wall of wicker baskets. But the baskets weren't the traditional brown wicker. They were a burgundy with an accent of gold, which is sort of funny. I didn't tie that together with my candle, but the baskets had a piece of gold wicker woven through them. And it made them very unique and different. And I didn't even know I was a creative person. I have always worked for corporate America. The last time I was creative was when I was in Campfire Girls. But I saw these baskets and I went across the store and I said to my Mom, I want to buy these baskets. I want to start my own company. And of course, she had no idea, and she is not a business lady. She was just a fabulous mother. And I bought them. I bought all the baskets I could put in my car, along with some other floral enhancements and just stuff. And I went home and I told my husband that I was going to start a business. I had been married just for 1 year. And so my husband was like, oh, yeah, right. And it's been an interesting journey, but that's really what inspired me, was just that wall of baskets. And to this day, I kept one of the burgundy and gold baskets just to remind me of how it all started.
You know, that's so interesting, because so many people decide that they want to go on this entrepreneurial journey and they want to start their own business. But the question is always, what is it? How do I know? And they go in search of that. And your story is so interesting, because here you are, probably when you were walking right inside that florist's door, you had no idea what was going to happen when you walked inside. And I think the message is, be continuously open in everything that you're doing if you're looking for what your passion might be to start a business. It could be as easy as walking into a store and seeing something there, just like it was for Claudia. Your mom must have thought you were crazy.
Oh, she was. And it was rather comical how it all just went from the kitchen table down to the hallway, eventually storing products in the bathtub. And then my husband realized, okay, you've taken over the guest bathtub, the hallway, the garage. He said, Claudia, that's enough. So he said, you've got to move your business out of the house. And so I did. I got the Yellow Pages, because of course this was long before there were computers and all this fabulous technology that we have today. And I got the Yellow Pages out and I found a business park. And so I did move into 500 square feet, and that was my first, after a few years of working at home. And so it's really been great. My parents have always been most supportive, and my husband too. So I'm very grateful.
And very successful, as we continue to hear. But it always wasn't that way. You and I both know that as you're growing your business, there are some rough patches. Things can get difficult, and that inner flame, that candle, will flicker at times. Can you tell us about a story of some point along the way when you just weren't sure that you were going to be able to continue on?
Well, it was more challenging in the beginning of the business, because I remember just sitting in the guest bedroom. That's where I had my little home office. And I was sitting at a TV tray, which was my desk. And I thought, gosh, I know a lot of people. So I'm going to start calling my friends and family, and I'm sure they'll order all their gifts from me. And I just thought, oh, I'll be so busy. And I didn't even know how to buy wholesale at this time. It was remarkable that I am where I am today. I still can hardly believe it, but I just really was depending on friends and family for my success. And so what I would say to everybody is, don't depend on your friends and family. I had to stop and look deep inside myself, because I realized that they weren't going to be buying all their gifts from me. And if they did, I'd be grateful for what they did. But I knew that for me to become successful, I had to dig deep down inside. I had to believe in myself. And then I had to realize that I want to capture the corporate market. That's where the mega orders are, and just the companies that have the budgets. So I immediately, after a couple years, I realized this. And that's really the best information that I would give to people, is just really believe in yourself. You have to make it happen. It's your business. It's not your friends and your family's business. That was one of the biggest struggles, because I was taking it personally when friends and family didn't order from me. But really, a lot of my friends and family like to go shopping. They like that whole art of going shopping. So, you know what? That's what they do.
That makes sense. And I think, it is good, especially when you start a business, to be able to count on and kind of run through your systems with acquaintances. But acquaintances alone will not a business make. They're not going to be able to continue to buy from you, certainly in the numbers that you need to sustain a profitable business.
Exactly.
So, and that speaks to having a business plan too. You kind of pivoted midway through saying, okay, it's not going to be my acquaintances. I want to go corporate. And then it sounds like you created a plan. I've
been very blessed with people finding us. I've never really sat down and had a plan. I always had a great product, and I always had great customer service and a great attitude. And so people enjoy buying from us. They like the entire experience. So I'm always honest, and I never really had a concrete plan. I guess I still call myself the queen of hope marketing. I hope I get an order, and I do. And I hope this works out, and it does. And I hope this person will call, and it's crazy. They usually do. So I call myself sometimes the queen of hope marketing, because it hasn't been like the traditional business plan. And I'm a graduate from college, and I had a business degree. I know better. For some crazy reason, I've been very blessed. What would you recommend to our audience if they're getting started and they, have some friends so they can get a little bit of income coming in? But what would you recommend to them to be able to attract the business and start building a solid customer base? Really research your clientele and your community, because if you want to build on your community, or do you want to ship and have an international basis, but do your homework. And I would advise everybody in today's society to have, what I would say is to write and research and have a traditional business plan and know your client base and know exactly what you're doing. I think it's so risky because of the internet, and trends have changed, and people are shopping online, and people are now going to shop more mobile. So I really think that in 1993, when I started my company, those were the good old days where I could be the queen of hope marketing, and I could just sort of just do it. But now I think you really have to be very planned and organized and really have milestones set to be successful. Think about your business today, Claudia, and what types of things have you done that have been successful? Like, has there been a certain promotion or a certain event that has helped boost business over certain periods of time? We've had open houses, and they've been a lot of fun, and people love when we do that. But I realized the return on investment, which is ROI, really in business wasn't there for us. So we would spend lots of hours decorating and making little gifts and just having gorgeous things. And then I would bring in extra staff to staff the open house, and everybody had a lovely time, and it was fun, but it really wasn't profitable to spend that kind of time getting everything ready when we could spend that kind of time scouting out corporate clients and making a lot of money. So it depends on what you want to do and how big you want your company to grow. So for us, the biggest event, it's not really a traditional event, is purchasing my main competitor in San Diego. They're known as Pleasant Surprises. And what I would encourage all business owners to be is to be very cordial to everyone. Be cordial to, of course, to your clients, but also to your competition, because you never know when that opportunity may arise, and you may be able to, purchase them. So I've really seen that when I purchased my competition, it was a huge surprise for me. It was a pleasant surprise. And then, of course, it's really been great for our company just to bring in extra revenue. So I think it's like you were saying, Sue, earlier, you never know exactly when or where something could come your way, but you have to be ready and you have to be open. I was just really grateful. I think that was our best event that could ever bring us more business, is just being polite and cordial to the competition. And then, of course, when things changed in their life, they called us first. I'm so grateful for that and just really appreciate that respect. That goes back, I'm really liking this talk, because the whole theory of the golden rule is just kind of weaving in throughout this whole conversation. So there's really no question in terms of what you stand for. And the interesting part with that is it has led you to big things, finding the ability to grow your business out of the house into another facility, eventually buying a facility,
And now the way you've been working with customers and also working with other people in your community, i.e. your competition, you've also positioned yourself where now you have purchased them. So your company is going to only grow bigger. And it's not through selling and getting the most dollars out of customers. It's through relationships. So let's talk about that just a little bit here. On the customer service end, can you give us any advice on how you make your customers feel valued and unique and how we can do that for our customers?
Well, from day one, we've always listened to each customer, and we might not always like what we hear, but we listen, and then we serve them absolutely the very best we can. We like to treat each and every client as a 5-star VIP client. We will, just truly bend over backwards to accommodate their needs and their desires, but we also will set boundaries. Because I remember when I first started my business, I would do all my deliveries for free, and I'd, of course, personally deliver everything. And that was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. But then, of course, as the business grows and everything changes, you can't do everything for free. So we have really just implemented a great delivery service. We will do what we say we'll do. Our clients always feel valued because they know that we care and we deliver a fantastic product. And each step of the way, it's service, service, service. So we have all of our systems in place. So I think that you have to keep your company really grounded and organized and have systems in place so that when your clients call or come over, they're not like going, ooh, they're like, wow, this is a great place. Everybody that walks into my shop loves it. And it's sort of an experience for them where it's unexpected. They think they're going just to a business park and maybe going to walk into a garage. But really, I've created just a lovely environment with all the different areas that you shared in the beginning, Sue. But it's a whole customer experience. So whether they're calling us or they're coming over to our shop, we just want to give them the 5-star VIP treatment.
That's great information. We're going to turn now and go into our reflection section. Claudia, what is one natural trait that you have that has helped you succeed?
One natural trait. The first thing that comes to mind, Sue, is I just love meeting people. So I have a very outgoing personality, and I've been told many times I've never met a stranger. So I just think, honestly, it's being open, like we said earlier, and then just being very outgoing.
What tool do you use regularly to keep productive or to help create balance in your life?
The tool that I use regularly for productivity, and I guess at least to balance too, is my iPad and my iPhone. I just love having those two tools. I keep all my lists and just everything organized on them to be focused and organized. And also, if I'm away from my shop, then I know exactly what I can ask my team and know what they're working on. And it's just great communication. So it's really simplified my life because I don't have to walk around with a big tote bag, briefcase, clutch anymore. I just have my iPad and my phone, and I can pretty much get my business done wherever I am.
So you have a walking office.
Exactly. Yes, I have a remote office.
Is there one specific app on the iPad or iPhone that you would recommend?
I'm looking forward to really embracing Evernote. Mm-hmm. I've heard from many professionals that is their preferred note-taking app, and that is something that I have downloaded and started reading, and I'm going to switch over to, because right now I just use the notes in the iPad, but I think Evernote is going to even drill down and make it even more simplified. But I have a really great note-taking system in my iPad, which of course is synced to my iPhone, so I have one or the other, or both, and it is just really, really convenient. So just my notes, and of course the cameras. I love taking pictures of things and for inspiration, and it's just a great tool.
What book have you read lately that you think our listeners could find value in?
The book that I've read lately it's called In Search of Excellence, and it's an older book, but I really like it, and I like to go back to it. It really does lay an ideal foundation for everything that my company stands for.
Just as you're listening today to this podcast, you can also listen to audiobooks with ease. Get an audiobook like the one Claudia's just recommended for free. All you need to do is go to giftbizbook.com and make a selection. That's giftbizbook.com. All right, Claudia, we are entering into my favorite section of our conversation, and that is the Dare to Dream question.
Drum roll, drum roll.
There you go. I would like to present you with a virtual gift. It's a magical box containing unlimited possibilities for your future. This is your dream or goal of almost unreachable heights that you would wish to obtain. Please accept this gift and open it in our presence. What is inside?
Wow. Sue, what's inside? I'm opening my gift, but I don't have any. I wish I had something to make some noise with for you. But inside my magical box would be another box. But it's a big, 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 big box. Before you open the inside, the big, big box comes with a golden key. And the golden key would be the key to the front door of the building right next door to my building, the building that I already own. My dream would be to buy the building next door also. I would love to buy my neighbor's building if they ever move away. It'd be really exciting just to take over this entire part of the business park. That would be my dream, and it would certainly take my company to new heights.
What would you put in that other building that you don't already have in the current one?
I have some ideas for growth and expansion, and it's something that I don't want to even talk about during this discussion, but we might go back to that if my magical box ever comes true.
Okay, I like that. You're going to leave us in suspense now.
I'm going to leave you in suspense because I have a vision for another avenue for my company, but to complement what we're doing, because I love what we're doing. So I'm going to keep what I've got going. But if I ever wanted to grow to new heights, I have an idea for that. But I'm happy with what I've got. I'm grateful. And I know I've been certainly blessed beyond measure.
Again, I love this answer because when you're building a business, you keep putting another goal in front of you. And then when you reach that goal, then you think of something else that you want to obtain. I think that's just the nature of people who are business owners. Mm-hmm. So, Claudia, how could people get in touch with you or be able to take a look at Exclamation Gifts? How could they see your business?
Go online to my website, which is exclamationsgifts.com. Or you can also visit my new company. Well, it's not really my new company, but it's a division of Exclamations Gifts, which is pleasantsurprises.com.
This is the one that you just purchased.
Yes.
Okay, Gift Biz Unwrapped listeners, as you know, you can jump over to giftbizunwrapped.com and check out all of Claudia's show notes. It'll give you all the information that we've talked about here, the links and how you can reach her, and everything you'd like to know about this show. Claudia, thank you so much for all of the wonderful insight that you've given us today. I really appreciate your taking the time to be with us, and may your candle always burn bright.
Oh, Sue, thank you so much. It's really been a delight and an honor, and I hope and pray that your candle always burns bright too. Thank you for including me in your business. I so appreciate it. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you, Claudia. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Learn how to work smarter while developing and growing your business. Download our guide called 25 Free Tools to Enhance Your Business and Life. It's our gift to you and available at giftbizunwrapped.com/tools. Thanks for listening, and be sure to join us for the next episode.
Today's show is sponsored by the Ribbon Print Company. Looking for a new income source for your gift business? Customization is more popular now than ever. Brand your products with your logo, or print a Happy Birthday Jessica ribbon to add to a gift right at checkout. It's all done right